My name's Lance. After spending 15 years in the U.S. Army, my wife and I moved back to Germany, where she's from. I have a passion for history and sightseeing, which I love sharing with the world. So join me, and together we will travel around, detecting Bavaria. Hey, how's everybody doing? So I'd like to go ahead and take this time to show you something. That's right, my stuff from XP Detectors just showed up. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be go ahead and I'm going to give you guys an unboxing. You ready for this? The XP Deus. It has finally showed up. I think I'm in love. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and we're going to do this typical old school. Alright, so here we go. Straight off the bat, got the user's manual. I'm definitely going to have to go through this one. And then here we have the power adapter, which for me is the European standard plugs. And looks like the micro USB three-way splitter for the 3 different components. Next bag, it has, let me take a look in here. Looks like cushions for the earphones, a strap, another single micro USB cable, the case for the control box. I already know what that is. And then it comes with this. I mean, I've been in a couple areas where I've needed one of these before too. So, you know, there's a couple areas out there where you need to metal detect, that you need to kind of, you know, it's kind of sticky, you know, a lot of fertilizer out on the field. So you're gonna need one of these when you're out. Okay, Gary just let me know that this is not a nose plug. This is actually the charger for the coil. Alright, so disregard anything I said. I hope I didn't actually just cut this into the video. And looks like a couple bits of the components to put the search coil onto the shaft. This, I believe, is the headphones. Yes, it is. I'm definitely going to go over these. I want to definitely talk about these here in a little bit, so I'm going to leave these in here for now. I got the control box and a screen protector, I guess. The shaft assembly, the armrest and everything else, with a nice pistol grip on there. Underneath, previously I was using the 11x8 double D. I went ahead and I requested the 11-inch search coil. I know for a fact the 11 inches for me over here in Europe are fantastic. And that's gonna be it. We'll go into assembly and I'll let you guys see exactly how easy this is. Alright, so I got all the components here that came with it. So yeah, I have a general idea how this goes. It's not going to be much different than any other metal detector, but let's do it. No, but seriously, here's how to actually put this thing together. So here it says, insert the single rubber washer into the lower shaft. Now the screw itself actually fits inside a recessed portion right here. Now it also says single rubber washer. It does. I'm not going to try and tighten it down anymore, but that's a good snug fit. Move this back to here. It just shows a thumb sliding up, so okay. And that's it. The system comes with the headsets, and I will definitely go over this in just a second. If you look on the bottom, right there, you have a plug for headphones. And then on the bottom of the control box here is your micro USB interface. The great thing about this that I've noticed already, this is completely weatherproof. Plus the rubber seals on the bottom where I just showed you, they're actually lipped. So once you put it in, it actually seals the rubber in place. So no water is going to be getting into this. It also goes along with the coils. Coils are completely waterproof. That doesn't mean you can go diving with it. That just means that you can use it out in inclement weather. I'm going to go ahead and get into these. These are the behind the neck headphones. They have the tendency to believe that the wireless coil communicates with this control box, and then this control box communicates with the headset. That is absolutely not true. This coil actually communicates directly with the headset. Everything that you need for metal detecting is sitting inside here. All the components as far as registering fines and everything else, everything is in there. There is a microcircuitry board inside this coil that controls everything. It actually picks up the signals and sends that to these. If you look on the side, you have a full menu display. If you forgot this control box at home when it was charging, and all you had was this detector, you could still metal detect. You do not need the control box, because this is it. As long as you had these and this, you can metal detect. Alright. So, that's it. You see how easy setup is. Everyone's like, yeah, how does this work? You know, how does this pack up? I now have a completely compact dais. My control box will be here. My headphones inside their case. 3 pieces. Everything's done. So as you see, I'm trying to go through the control box. The amount of detail that's on this thing is unbelievable. If you go through the menu options and the settings and the different factory settings that are on here, it's already got 10. It's got 10 different settings that are already on here with everything already saved. Plus you have another slots for 8 more personal settings. So you have a total of 18 programmable settings that you can have on this, which is perfect for me because I'm in a couple of my areas there's high conductivity in some of the soil, so I'm gonna have to figure out exactly what kind of settings I'm gonna need in order to cut those out. One of the easiest things that I'm gonna be able to do, I can just go over to www.xp-detectors.co.uk/XP videos. The link is right here. They have in here not only my videos that are going to be coming up here really soon, but they also got some great stuff in here. The ones that are going to be really good for all of us that are just learning the dais, they have the official XP Deus training sessions, episodes 1 through 10. My friend Gary, who's the one that's gracious enough, thank you Gary, to have sponsored myself and our podcast. These are his videos. He puts these on here for all of you guys to enjoy, to really learn and understanding the XP Deus. I highly recommend that everybody does this too. Take the time out to learn from Deus themselves, from the company XP, exactly what the capabilities are of the XP Deus and exactly how you can get more out of it. So head straight to this website right here and check out their videos. For now, that's going to be the end of this video. but it's not the end of the introduction to the XP Deus. Also, don't forget, I'm also a member of the Global Detection Adventures. Please head over to the Facebook group. Just type in Global Detection Adventures. You'll find the Facebook group on there. And on there, you'll be able to get all the information for our live podcast that comes out every 2 weeks on a Sunday. Usually in the United States, it's around 10:30 a.m. on the West Coast, 1:30 in the afternoon on the East Coast. And we try to bring in a new guest every single week. We talk serious metal detecting, and we also bring in a lot of humor and everything else into it. And now that we have XP with us, we're going to be bringing a lot of original and new information about XP and their metal detectors and their events and everything else. See you guys on the fields. Let's dig it up, y'all. Hey, what do you think of the new song that's on my introduction? It's fantastic. That's an original piece from Brian Conroy, who is the guitarist for Willie Bassey. Anybody who's into heavy metal, they know exactly who Willie Bassey is. He also works with the likes of Scott Warren from Dio and Warrant and Berlin, also Mitch Perry. But I'm going to be bringing more original music from Brian Conroy through my videos for all of you to listen to. And hopefully with his big thumbs up, you guys will be able to download them from the podcast website. So until then, I'll see you guys around.